Today I want to talk about two fairy tales that are retold. Both of these stories are told with a twist in that the heroine of the story is someone who feels like an outcast because of their heritage. So let's start with A Blade So Black. This one is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. Wonderland is a place of many strange things, including the nightmares. And the nightmares can cross over into our world. The night that Alice first sees one, it almost costs her her life. And that's when Addison Hadda comes into her life. He slays the beast for her. Because she can see him, he believes that she has a special ability and recruits her to help him kill the nightmares. Sometimes it's in her world and sometimes she has to cross over into Wonderland to kill them. So she trains for several years to learn how to do this. And it's not an easy job because her mom depends on her. It's just the two of them ever since her father died a few months ago. And so she has to work a lot. And she ends up having to lie to her mother a lot to be able to go when Addison says, we need to go kill a nightmare. She also ends up lying to her friends a lot as well. Things change the night that the Black Knight shows up, not just at her apartment, but in her bedroom, and threatens her and the lives of her friends and her family. Now things have gone too far. She must accept this one last quest to go into Wonderland to save the lives of Addison, who might be more than a friend, and of her friends and family. Is she up for the task? She's just a teenager. A Blade So Black. And then there's Dark and Deepest Red, a retelling of the Dancing Red Shoes. Now this fairy tale is not quite as well known. The original is just as gruesome as the original Cinderella. It starts when a girl who loves her new red shoes so much wears them to church, where she's told only black is appropriate in church. But a soldier comes in and he admires her shoes and then he bewitches them. When she begins to dance in them, she cannot stop until she chops off her feet. Now, in our story, we go back to the 1500s in the town of Strasbourg, which is located between France and Germany. And the main character, Lala, lives there, has just moved there with her aunt. And the two of them have run there to escape a very terrible history where their parents were killed just because they were gypsies. They believe they can hide out and restart their lives in this town, making dyed cloth for the townspeople. They even adopt a boy who shows up one day as an orphan, and they believe may also be a gypsy. He and Lala become friends, but then the town is overtaken by the dancing fever. Women who begin to dance and cannot stop until they pass out and die. As more and more women join, their friends and their family are concerned, and they begin to look for who they can blame for this bewitching dancing fever. It becomes a witch hunt. Now we fast forward to our time, but in the same city of Strasbourg. And we have a girl named Rosella. Her family runs a shoe store and makes their own shoes. And they are hand-stitched, and they are the best, especially the red shoes. They are so elaborate and so expensive that they're saved for special occasions, like a wedding. But soon the girls who wear red shoes begin to dance, and they cannot stop. When Rosella was a young girl, she found a pair of red shoes that her grandmother had cut up after hand-stitching them for hours and weeks, because a customer was not happy with them, criticized them, and would not pay for them. Rosella lovingly stitches them back together. Now as a teenager, she's found the shoes again, but they are perfect and they're whole. She covets them and she puts them on, and she begins to dance, and she joins other women who are dancing. The boy who loves her and wants to save her has to look back into his own family history and learn the truth there to save her. Dark and Deepest Red.